Things were pretty rough in our history. War, famine, more war, but things were about to get a whole lot worse. When the ITA first formed, the first thing we thought was a world without war, a world without hate or darkness. How naive we were. The Malum Empire pushed deeper into ITA territory as the Void Legion unleashes horrors from the dark. The Dark Netans scheme and plot, whilst the Necrodoos spread death across our space. We don't know how long we have. At least the Ravagers are still infighting. But God have mercy on our souls. This is the Fedrean. Welcome to hell, son. The Fedrean were born in the ashes of World War III. I don't know how, but all we knew was there was a war between the US, Britain, and China and Russia. But hey, at least now we have real democracy, and less corruption than back then. And a cure to cancer. Every world leader came together for one thing, an idea. The Fedrean. The world leaders would govern their own countries, but the Supreme President would rule over them all, like a king of kings. Democracy, liberty, equality, and freedom became our new gospel. For once, there was no more war. The only squabble between us was that of petty politicians. We even met alien life. But then the Great War came. At least now we have some kind of hope with our allies. Netans with their advanced technology, the Tekkari with their rockin' nature, the cluckadoos and their night complex, and the High Marinesians with their magic. I think that's how you say it. Tekkari. Anyways, the ITA was formed, and with it came a utopia in the center of a dystopia. I just pray people can find us one day. But for now, the war rages on. We humans are well known for our mastery over change. We adapt to any situation the bastards throw at us. That's our nature, the indomitable human spirit. But no peace can come without conflict. And that's where we have our military from. Ever heard of a NEM suit? Best piece of military equipment the ITA could ever produce. This one time, we were sent to a primitive world set in the year 2015. Still had guns and tanks, but no space travel or land ships. Just another version of Earth across the multiverse. They shot at us with guns and bullets, but it was like children's toys versus a Goliath megatank. At least no one got hurt, even though they were trying to kill us. The NEM suit increases our strength, agility, and durability by 10-fold. Pretty average compared to what the ITA can produce. Our federal tanks can be operated by simply one driver. All reloading is done automatically with pipes and robotic arms. Many different tanks were created, from the Artemis plasma tank to the Apollo railgun tank, and even the mighty Bastion and its 3 barrels. But all pale in comparison to our mighty land ships, and even they are nothing compared to our warships. The average frigate is 5 kilometers big, a warship 10 kilometers, and a dreadnought? Well, let's just say, not much lived to see them twice. You can't forget about a Storm Strider, a mighty mech for a mighty army. Even though it has no arms, but its Gatling gun can clear platoons of Imperial troopers with ease, and its mortars decimated the bastards' tanks with just 3 rounds of steel hell. Infantry vehicles skim across the land as the light Raptors raise hell for enemy aircraft. But even when we think all hope is lost, we thank God a Storm Marine is always there to save the day. From what I've heard, They were made with the blood of an alien race calling themselves the Catal. I don't know much, but I hear they look like squids. Sexy squids, probably. But sometimes you need help from a friend. And that's why we have the ITA. But you probably already met them. So let's stick to the fedrean for now, until we can get enough money to finally start talking about the other races. Oh, and one last thing. If you encounter a Statue of Liberty class war titan on the battlefield, just pray you're 10 kilometers away. After World War III, we finally set out to the stars, with hopes and ambitions like that of a child finally given more access to his computer. After we mined the moon of its cyclone, a glowing blue rock with limitless potential and energy, we set out to conquer the solar system. The only real schism in the year 3000 was the Solar Wars. Mars wanted independence, Europa wanted domination, yada yada yada. Anyways, that's all done and dusted. For now, our hopes were set to the galaxy. By the year 5000, all old political issues of boring subjects like gender wars, ancient racism, and discrimination based on who you love have long since been forgotten. By that time, it was a utopia. It was until the Empire showed up. The Malum Empire were unlike anything we had ever seen. They were cruel, fascistic, hateful, and feudalistic. They had already enslaved countless alien cultures and were hell-bent on our destruction and the destruction of all other cultures. And what's worse is that they were human. We then realized a dark truth. We were all the goodness of man, and they, the darkness. We did not submit. War broke out, and we were losing. Worlds fell by the millions, and countless lives were lost in the fighting. Until a hero from the shadows came with a sword of light. Arthur. A 16-year-old boy from a small Hebrew village in a long-forgotten planet, lost to the storm of war. His hair was a golden blonde, his eyes glow a radiant yellow, and his dress that of an angelic white. He alone turned the tide of the war. He alone brought countless worlds back into our light. All seemed to be in our hands, until Earth was attacked. Lord Emperor Luther, son of God, at least how they say it, launched a full-scale invasion of Earth. The planet trembled. Fear reigned, and we were pushed back to Alaska, where we made our last stand. Our president did not submit. He did not relent. He fought until his bitter end. But when all hope seemed lost, the Storm Marines arrived. Karen Storm, first of the Storm Marines, pushed back Luther's armies and nearly won the war, until he slew her upon the field of battle. All hope was lost. The sky grew an oil black. Luther raised his sword and began to laugh like the arrogant prince he was. But then, he came. Arthur, savior of man, stabbed Luther and decimated his armies with holy light. But just as he was about to slay Luther, he let him go. He told him to never come back. But he asked him why he let him live. Arthur simply told him, "It was not me who will slay you, but my children yet to come." The Empire retreated, and thank God for that. We then continued our expanse. Many trials, many struggles, many victories, but at the end of it all, we met them, The Needans were the first we ever met. Blue-skinned, pointy ears. Looked a lot like us if you ask me. They too were amazed to see us. They told us it was like looking into a window to the past. They too met the Empire. The cluckadoos were next to join. If you asked me, they looked like chickens, but don't say that to their face. They hold grudges longer than their tail feathers. The Tikari and the High Maronesians were next to join the ITA. Shit! I said it right! Did you see that? Oh yeah, no one's here. Just you, strange man. Little weirdo with a camera on his head. What are you again? Anyway, the Tikari were red-skinned dwarf-like humanoids with red skin and thick punk accents. They're pretty short, too. But just be careful who you say that to. Otherwise, they might kick you in the balls. High Maronesians, on the other hand, are tall and beautiful. They look like catgirls from Japanese manga. It's a long story. Anyway, the ITA formed, and things were going pretty well. Until they came back. And much more came as well. Remember those things I told you about before? They're worse. Much worse. The Dark Neetons will turn you into some grotesque science experiment for their own deranged amusement. The Void Legion will use you for some occult ritual to summon demons, or just give their countess more power. The Necrodoos will raise you from the dead using radiation, and the Ravagers will gore you apart, laughing like a sadistic madman. And rumors have it that more threats are soon to come. The Zenith, the Virons, the Archons, damn demons. But we still have 3 weapons to guide us through this war. Love, unity, and hope. For even in the darkest hours, there is still hope. But the war will only get bloodier and bloodier, and we make way for the bloodiest war ever imaginable. This is the War of ASTRO-LAP. See you on the battlefield, soldier.